Hi everybody, we're going to do a painting related to the story I read from I Don't Want to Go to Bed by Julie Sykes and Tim Warnes, and this is Little Tiger here. So we'll just kind of put that over there. This is going to be a portrait of Little Tiger, and we're going to do it horizontally. It's going to have a lot of shapes, the oval, half circles, the moon, and some line, and it looks like we're going to use watercolor paint, but we're not. We're going to use paper and markers, permanent marker, pencil, eraser, some water, and you're going to need an old rag or some paper towels. Okay, so I like to set up the table so that you've got a piece of cardboard or plastic, something on your table so that it's protected, so that you're not messing up the table. Okay, because when we're not at the studio, we want to make sure we're not messing up the table. So first things first, get your pencil, and what we want to do is we want to draw a little tiger's head. And so I'm going to draw kind of dark, but you can draw lighter. I'm going to do an oval and a half circle, another half circle, and then we're going to put the line on the inside and another line on the other inside, and then we're going to put Little Tiger's nose kind of low, big oval, and then come down with a line, down with a line, and then a little circle down here like he's saying "oh." Now remember, if I'm going too fast for you, you can always put the video on pause. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to come around. This is going to be for his orange part. And down. That part was easy because I did it with my right brain, but now I have to do it backwards and try to make it symmetrical with my left brain. Yeah, close enough. Pretty good. I'll put some eyes on. I like little oval eyes, but you can make it however you want. Remember, you can always change it and make it however you want. Then I was going to do the moon, but let's put a little tiger's shoulders on. Kind of chubby. I like that about him. And then I love the leaves. The leaves in the book are very what we call stylized. They don't look like real leaves, and that makes it kind of fun. So we're just going to draw some shapes out here. You can draw them however you want. Make it up. I'm going to put a bush right over here. I do it different every time, and then I think I'm going to put some leaves out this way, maybe one coming that way, and maybe another one here. And then let's see, we need a moon. Find a spot to put a moon. It could be anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and put the moon over here. So it's like a half circle, like a backward C, or you could do it the other way. It doesn't matter. Some stars. So we got to put some little circles for some stars. And then I'm just going to line up where I'm going to put little tiger stripes. So I'm going to put a stripe here. I'll put one here. One here, one here, one here, and then one there and one there. Okay. Oh, Little Tiger has these cute, adorable little hairs on top of his head. So, oh, this little star is going to be in the way. So I'm going to take that off, and he's got these cute little hairs on the top of his head like that. All right. That's it for the pencil. Now you need to grab yourself a permanent marker. I like using Sharpie, but the way you can tell if a marker is permanent is you can color a little bit on a piece of paper and put some water on it, and if it runs, it's not a permanent marker. This one is, or sometimes, most of the time they say it there. And what we have to do is we're going to go around and we're going to outline everything. We're going to go over our lines. This is a good chance to kind of go in and change anything you did not like. If you didn't get to see or hear the story of Little Tiger, it's on our website. That should be on there too, along with this. And maybe you could watch the story. Maybe you could even add some of the other characters of the book. And I would love, 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 love if you could send me a picture of your artwork that you do. Maybe you have a different idea of how to do things. Right here in the mouth, I'm going to go ahead and color that in. Let me show you what I do on the eyes. I like to color the eyes, go around them, but I always leave a white spot, either in the middle or at the top. And you can put your white spot wherever you want. I'm just going to put mine in the middle this time. Most of the time I put it at the top. I'm going to come around this way. I'm going to go around that way. I'm going to come down here. Come over there. Go around. Oh, I put a leaf here. Oh, if you want to add anything, I guess I'll add another leaf right there. Oops, I didn't do this ear. Come around this ear. Back around this way. I'm going to do these leaves. Go all the way around the leaf. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to go around my little stars. And my moon. Now, I want to warn you on these stars. You got to go around each one of these stars with the color, so don't go crazy with the stars. Now, Little Tiger has black stripes, and they're a little bit thicker. So what I do is I go like this. I color it in, go back and forth over it a few times, and then I just make it a little bit thicker. Maybe using the side of your marker a little bit. You can't use these markers, the black in here, because this is watercolor or water-based. It will run. So you've got to use a different black permanent marker. So be sure you ask, is this a permanent marker, when you're getting your art supplies? Okay. Now for those of you who don't have markers, you know what works really good for this is crayon. Crayon works really good. So you could use crayon. And I'm just going to color it in. Make sure you put the cap of your marker on the back of your pen and make it really nice and thick when you color in the stripes. I like the stripes nice and thick. So here comes my doggies. Doggies went under the table. You might hear them. All right, and we're going to go all color this in. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, cap on the marker. Make sure you have it on there. And then I have a nice big eraser. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold my paper and gently go back and forth. Now, I'm just putting the eraser dust right onto the floor, but I don't know, I'm kind of a messy artist, and I'm the one that has to clean the house. I'm the one that has to vacuum, so unless you're willing to vacuum, maybe don't push your marker, your eraser markings down on the floor. Although if you're good at vacuuming, that's a great thing to do. Do some vacuuming. Sometimes I just push the eraser like this. Get it in there. Kind of at a weird angle because the camera is right here. It's right over my shoulder, so I can't lean over too far. And I'm just going to wipe that all off. Oh, I noticed that I forgot to put the lines in the middle of my leaves. So you just take this and you go like this. These are like the veins of the leaves. You can make them up however you want. Or maybe you don't want any on yours. It's up to you. Maybe you want a different shape leaf. Different shaped tiger too. totally do that. All right. Okay, now you got to get out your crayons. Your markers. What am I saying? And let's see, I'm going to start with our lightest value first. That would be yellow. And I'm just going to put some yellow right here in the middle. I use the side and the middles of my leaves because I like to blend. You know how I love blending colors, you guys? Makes a difference. And yellow's our lightest color. So I always start with that first. Yeah, that looks good. I'll leave that alone. Next color I'm gonna get is our orange. I'm gonna use the side. And since we're gonna paint this, you don't have to color in the whole thing. The water's gonna do most of the work. So look, just use the side of this, come around. I like kind of going like this, getting in those hairs, little things. Get around your ears. Go all the way around. So if you use the side of your pen, you get a thick line. If you use the tip of your pen, get a skinny line. And see how these are, this one's getting kind of dry. No worries. No worries. We're going to put water on it and make it wake up anyway. I see how I smeared my hand right there. And then I'm going to do my shoulders. Yep, got some eraser dust here. All right, put that over here. Get out some pink. Little tiger has a pinkish nose, and so I'm gonna go around. If you don't have pink, you could always do black. Some of the sets don't have pink. And I'm just gonna leave it like that. Next darkest color is green. And I'm going to go around with some green. Okay, I'll put some green over here on this one too. Alrighty, last color is going to be the blue, or I guess you could make your sky purple. That'd be pretty. But I am going, let's push these out of the way. I'm gonna turn this thing upside down, and it's a little easier for me. And I'm just gonna use, get right in there. Okay. And I'm going to make a little glowy area around each of my stars. And then I'll go around my moon. I kind of go around everything with a thick line. So I go around everything with a nice thick line. And I also go into small areas. The big areas I'm not going to worry about so much. So like right here, put some extra in there. Go around here. Go in there. I'll put some more in here. seems like it needs some more. And the good news is you don't have to even color that good. I know that's not nice of me to say as an art teacher, but kind of hard for me with my arm and the camera here. I can get it in there. Now that, for those of you who've been with me a while, you guys know that orange and blue are opposite on the color wheel. So what's going to happen is, if I let those two areas mix together, they're going to create brown. Which brown is not the end of the world, it's just I don't want a lot of brown. So I'm just going to put this all in here. Some more color. All right. Well, maybe a little bit more up here. All right. That looks pretty good. Maybe I better put some more there. Thing is, once you start wetting this paper, you should not go back to the markers. So we're going to put our markers away. And it would be good if you put them in color order, but I'm just putting them in the box. Okay? Got to keep your mess cleaned up, people. Keep it cleaned up. All right. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to get my paintbrush. You got to have a paintbrush or a Q-tip or something like that. And I'm going to get some water on here. And the first thing I'm going to do is my orange. And see how that makes it nice and soft. Now, you can use any kind of paper you want. This is drawing paper. And if you use kind of the nice thicker paper, you don't have to worry about it getting a hole. So if you are using the thinner, like computer paper, just be a little more careful. Okay, try not to rub. Be gentle. I was just hearing my brush. If your brush is making scratching noises, you're going to turn it into an ugly brush. And we want it to be a happy brush. I'm going to go all the way around. And I'm going to go all the way around my ears. Okay. And I'm going to go around my face. Okay. Now, this story about little Tiger is such a great story because we've all felt that way, that we don't want to go to bed, but we're so tired. We're doing stuff. See how I can pull the color right over here? But our rest is so important. Okay, now right here up on top of the nose here, I've got a little rough area. Smooth that out. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this nose right here. I'm just going to go in a circle. Just kind of working it in. I like it lighter in the middle and darker on the edges. Okay. Now what I like to do is turn it around. Let's move this one out of here. Turn it around so that I don't drip on my artwork. And I got to be really careful with these leaves. So I'm just going to go really careful. That's what my emergency towel is for. They start to run together. You just take your towel and carefully dab it off. Like right here, I've got a little bit of an area. Just go like this, dab. And fixes it right away. Okay. And then I'm going to just do this area. Now remember, we're doing two wet areas next to each other. So you might want to be a little more careful with that. Because when you have two wet areas next to each other, they just run. They run right into each other so fast. Okay. Now once your paper is wet too, do not go back into the marker. Okay, now I'm going to turn it. Let's get those things out of the way. I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to do my dark blue. It's just the fun color. Voila. You have a little tiger. And then at the very end, take your pencil and sign your name at the bottom, small, with the ear. Just like that. Thanks for painting with me. Watch for the next project. Bye.